What's something obvious to everyone but you only just realized? 1. I recently discovered that honey isn't spicy. My husband was buying a bottle of hot honey, and I made a comment about the ridiculous marketing, thinking all honey was already spicy. Turns out I'm just allergic. 2. I didn't know my mom had a name until first grade. The teacher asked us what our mother's names were, and everyone answered but me. I had never realized my mom had a name. I questioned my entire existence. 3. I visited Rome with my mom when I was 6. We were standing in line to use the restroom at the Colosseum, and she suddenly pointed to a crack in the wall, saying there was something there. I checked it out and found a Roman coin. Of course, I thought it was real. I didn't realize she had staged the whole thing until 10 years later. 4. I had no idea they moved the holes on a golf course. I'm 22 years old and always thought golf was boring enough without having to play the same course over and over again. Who would bother? Turns out they moved the holes. 5. This happened a long time ago, but the first time I got my eyes checked was in first grade. The optometrist told my mom I was almost completely blind in one eye. She looked at me and asked why I never said anything. I thought everyone only had one working eye. 6. I was around 12 when I realized you're supposed to close your eyes to fall asleep faster. Before that, I just stared at the ceiling and waited until I fell asleep. 7. You can take as many bananas as you want. I always assumed I had to take however many were connected together. 8. When people say we should go for coffee sometime, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to drink coffee. You don't have to decline if you don't like coffee. Just say yes, and you can do something else. Also, when people dim the lights and put on candles, they're trying to set the mood, not save electricity.